Hello, welcome to this walkthrough of the Minstead Trust's online will service. My name's Oliver. I'm from Make Will Online. I'm here to have a chat with you as one of those wonderful people who is considering leaving a gift in your will to the Minstead Trust. You should, first of all, come to the Minstead Trust's Gifts in Wills page, which is minsteadtrust.org.uk/charity/get-involved/legacy giving, and have a look around, read the stuff about what your gift in your will can do, how important it is, and then see the options on how to make a will. Make a will with us online, or you can speak to a solicitor face to face, and Winston Trust have got some suggestions you might use. Click to start, and you're taken to our website, makeronline.co.uk/Minstead Trust. Read a little bit about our service. We've got some reviews on Trustpilot here. We've got over 1,700. We're really proud of those. See how the process works. And when you're ready to turn your intention into a reality, to leave a gift in your will, click Get Started. When you start the process, the first thing we say to you, because we want absolute clarity, is that making a will through our partner website with Minstead Trust, we are going to take some information about you and we are going to share that with the Minstead Trust. That information is so important to them. It allows them to know what messages their supporters are seeing and responding to. It also allows them to know what kind of pledges are out there, which allows them to future plan. The gift in your will is likely going to be one of the biggest gift you ever give in your life. And with the groundswell of people like yourselves leaving gifts, that can be transformative in the future. So by sharing this information, it allows the Minster Trust to communicate better with you now, but also allows them to do more amazing things in the future. So please do click yes. We want to get your details on this first page. I'm going to put in some fake test information here. So Tommy Tester, and then I'm just going to go through to put in a made up address. There is a helpful property address looker upper tool. I'm going to ignore that here. The house, the street, the town, TO110T, and our system's going to recognize that that's not a real postcode. If that happens to you, not all postcodes are logged on all of the systems. Just ignore it and carry on. And then I'm going to pop in a fake birth date here. And finally, a fake email address. There again, we talk about the privacy policy. We will never sell your information to a third party or give it to anybody else. We process this yourself, apart from where we've told you already that we are going to be sharing information with the Minstead Trust. And if you don't want them to get in touch with you to talk about your will or to say thank you, click no. When you go through this process, there's pages which are relevant to gifts and wills and pages which aren't. You can go into as much detail as you want when you make a will through Make a Will Online, and we want you to. We want you to get the best peace of mind. But the Guardians page exists, but it's not relevant to leaving gifts in your will. Residuary estate page is, however, really important for gifts and wills. More and more people are leaving gifts as expressed as a percentage of everything that they own. It's a wonderful way to give, because as your wealth increases or decreases over time, your gift remains representative. A lot of people want to look after those closest to them. I'm going to pop in my imaginary spouse or partner. Save that there. And I'm going to say I also want my children to inherit if Tina should pass before me. Very typical. But then we've got an option to leave a gift in the will to the Minstead Trust. You can either leave a share of your estate, which more and more people are doing, or you can say, if something happens to all the people up here, then I would like my estate to pass to in its entirety to the Minstead Trust. I want to leave a share of my estate. The default comes at 10%. It's where inheritance tax mitigation ends. I want to give slightly less in my will in this example. I'll pop it down to 5% gift in the will. And and just continue on to the next page. And here's the specific gifts page. On this page, you can leave anything you want to anybody you like. Cash to grandkids or nephews and nieces, property, shares, the bottle top collection to your great uncle Bertie. It's entirely up to you. There's also a prompt here to leave a fixed sum of money to the Minstead Trust. And if you don't want to leave a share of your estate, you're very welcome to do this. I'm going to pop £5,000 in here. They'll remember this amount will be fixed, whereas the residual will increase and decrease as your wealth increases or decreases. So if you end up having to have a lot of later life care, the fixed amount won't be responsive. So do make sure you update your will to reflect your wealth as your life, as you journey through your life. So save that. I'm going to move on to the next page. Leaving people to say who you'd like to look after the wishes in your will, super important. So I'm going to add an executor here. I want to add Tina, my spousal partner. Save here. You can also add professionals to act as your executors. We have a professional executorship service. We do charge for it. We charge a fixed fee on a sliding scale, and all the information's available to you. We don't want anybody appointing us by mistake. So we've got a triple opt-in. Understand that the professional executor is going to charge, won't charge during your lifetime, but we'll quote to your family after you die what that might be. And our sliding scale between £500 and £3,000 to act as executor, depending on the complexity of the will and also the size and complexity of the estate. And there we go. Continue on. We can put in any funeral wishes. It's a lot of people want to have a collection in their memory for their favourite charity. So type that in here. There we go. Continue. And that's it. Those are all of the things that you have to think about when you are going through the process to leave a gift in your will to the Minstead Trust. When we click continue, we've got an option to add another will. Just click there and you can mirror that with your spouse or partner if you'd like to, or you can make two totally separate wills. We've also got an option to have lifetime updates. Lifetime updates allows you to go in and update whenever you want. It's £10 per customer per year. It's a really good idea if you're expecting any life changes, you know, having kids, grandchildren, moving house, or if you're worried you might suffer a bereavement soon. You don't have to create a whole new will every time. I'm not going to subscribe to that now. You also have an option to have printing and postage. We do a really lovely job of professionally printing, binding, and posting your will out to you. Again, I'm not going to go for that now. You don't have to. It's an entirely voluntary service. You can print it yourself. You agree to the T's and C's, and then you click confirm to complete your purchase. Your emails, your wills, are then emailed to you immediately, and they're emailed to you immediately and to our solicitors. Our solicitors will check your wills within 2 working days to make sure there's nothing in there which looks like it could lead to confusion or dispute, and you'll get feedback. And if when you either read your draft wills or when you get feedback from the solicitors, if you want to go in and update your will, you can. You've got a period of time following completion to do that absolutely free. Otherwise, if you want to update it further into the future, get those lifetime updates. You can use Capacity Vault in order to protect your will. Capacity Vault gets a digital snapshot of your mental capacity when you make the will, which just cuts off one of the most common areas of disputes. But the most important thing is to get your will, make sure that you print, staple, date, sign it in front of witnesses, strictly in accordance with the instructions that we send you.